Okay. Ezekiel's wheel. The other day I went on a little hike, and it was a brutal bitch. It was straight uphill with vegetation, overgrowth. It's been a really wet year here in Wyoming, and just overgrown thorn bushes because we have gooseberry plants, currant plants, what do they call them, Oregon grapes. They're basically thorn bushes with, on occasion, a berry on it. I don't find very many berries. It pisses me off because I kind of like to eat some when I'm out there stomping around and freaking mouth fucking dry. I didn't have any water. I had a squirt gun with me, believe it or not, and pretty much drank all that. Yeah, I carried this. I fuck around way too much. But I was out there stomping around and not having a good time of it. I mean, I used to hike religiously when I was hunting, archery hunted for years with my best friend, and we stomped some country together, and I stomped it by myself. That was never ever anything like what I put myself through the other day. I'm 44 years old. I shouldn't be doing that type of shit. It was brutal. I didn't make it to the location I wanted because I was on a time restraint, and I basically bagged it and went back downhill without killing myself, fortunately, because my feet were slipping, and it was just a miserable bitch. So when I got home, I came up with an idea to build a drone, because drones are, well, they're not too expensive, but the main problem I have with them is battery life. You can fly them, the affordable ones. You can fly them for, I guess, 20, 30 minutes maybe, and then your battery's dead. So I'm building the drone. I think I can build it for pretty cheap. I already started the body here. It's just a piece of cardboard that I cut out. I still have to hollow out or remove these sections, so I want the air to pass through it, not buffet it around when it's in the air. But it's just cardboard, and I covered it with fiberglass and resin. That's good stuff. Back side of it's kind of I don't know. I was gonna paint it, but I kind of like the looks of that. It's got my little bicycle king on there, and then a little picture of I call it Drone of Arc. Since I like the Templar Knights and the Crusades and all that, I figured it was kind of clever. So, then that's a pretty interesting thing. I think it's a stove burner because this was a T-Falcon box. But anyway, it's a round, circular looking thing. It kind of looks like, Atlantis. What the hell? Leave it. Plus it's red, white, and blue. I'm all about that Patriot stuff. So I just decided, the other side I decorated my own way. Cut out some Rockstar labels off the box. And then I got my little pale horse Denver Bronco. I'm not even a Broncos fan, by the way. But orange and blue, for some reason, were my designated spirit colors in all of this. So, yeah, that's just the rude fiberglass drone body. So I came up with this idea, this drone body, or this DIY drone. I'm gonna try to get enough battery on board. It'll probably fly for over an hour or maybe more. I'm doing some looking into that. We spent maybe $20 on materials for the fiberglass, and then a few motors, 4 motors I'm going to put on it, and it's going to have cross supports for the motors. They're going to extend out probably another 5 or 6 inches on each spoke. But anyway, I started building this thing, and I'm reading Ezekiel, and it talks about this thing called Ezekiel's wheel. So, Google image, I can pull up the images, and images are just the artist's rendition or concept or idea. People probably get this confused quite a bit, that it's only the artist's idea of what something is, like an icon or a Renaissance painting of angels or Christ himself or the Virgin Mary, the Madonna, are just ideas or concepts of the artist. Maybe they had a vision, maybe they saw something and then they try to remember and paint it down. But anyway, artists' ideas and concepts are not biblical, accurate biblical illustrations. The illustrations in the Bible, let's take the creation of the earth for instance. You got these flat earth people. I find it so amusing because they try to describe the earth in old biblical ways that Moses was trying to express. And Moses at the time, he was no cartographer, he couldn't make maps. Maybe he had a vision or inspiration from God about what things were, but he describes the earth as being something very different from what the earth truly is according to scientific explanation, or any explanation based on knowledge. Now, his knowledge and science available at the time probably wasn't sufficient to accurately